Hey there, it's Spiky, and welcome back to this series on alter ego. And today we're going to cover episode 3, which is the third round of 5 more contestants that are all vying to be the champion of Alter Ego Season 1. Now, for those of you that don't know what Alter Ego is, this is a new age show that was released on Fox, and the judges include big names such as like Grimes and will.i.am. And in this episode, we're going to cover who won the round, who was eliminated, and everything in between, including a tiered ranking list of all the competitors so far. And something that truly is amazing is that this Alter Ego show that's on Fox is simply the beginning of something truly incredible, because it's one step towards augmented reality and the stuff that you keep hearing about, the metaverse. Now in episode 3, or the third round of competitors, it was all about the avatar's extra graphics. 4 out of the 5 had special animations unique to their characters, and amazingly enough, every single contestant in this episode had a strong performance and singing presence, which made it evenly matched throughout the entire episode. The 5 competitors in this episode was the Dawn Majesty, Kingston Sol, Night Journey, Nevaeh King, and Saint Luna. All of them were so unique, and the first one that got to go was the Dawn Majesty. Now in her introduction, she came off very confident, but just from the initial impression, she was too royal, almost like she was better than everybody else, which kind of came off as stuck up. She sang the song Confident by Demi Lovato, and her vocals were absolutely fantastic. She hit every note, and she is a very powerful singer, and her unique skill during this song was that lasers were coming out of her eyes, which was the first time that we've seen it live in a song that pronounced, and they were actually shot at the judges, which was even funnier. The next person that went is Kingston Sol, and he really gave off kind of Nick Nolte vibes, and he really came off as like a Hawaiian surfer. He was very laid back and focused on being a positive factor in life. He sang a really cool country song called Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. His unique feature was that hearts were coming out of his chest during the song. In his overall performance, he was a very strong singer. However, the song was slow, and because it was slow, it allowed him to really get the crowd into the allure of the slow and intimate themes of the song. Because he did that so well, he replaced the Dawn Majesty for the Diamond, and he was protected after this round. Next up was Night Journey, and what was really cool about her is that singing went against her heritage and her family culture. So her alter ego allowed her to be what she isn't allowed to be in real life. And that is again something that is so cool for people that are stepping into this stuff, and inspiration for VTubers and VR chatters everywhere. Grimes even said that her outfit was the best avatar she had seen yet out of all 3 episodes. The Night Journey sung The Town by Niall Horan, and she was actually the weakest singer so far out of the 3 because her range wasn't big enough to compete with Kingston and Dawn. However, her background showed a huge amount of confidence that she was getting herself out there just to be doing what she was doing. And because of that, when it came to decision time, the judges actually tied 2 for Kingston and 2 for Night Journey. And that meant it was going to be decided by the audience vote. But not surprisingly, Kingston won the popular vote and could stay on the Diamond another round, because he was really just able to grab the crowd and bring him in, where Night Journey couldn't sing as strong. The 4th competitor to take the stage was Nevaeh King, and she was by far the most elegantly dressed, with a white floor-length dress, almost like something you'd see the rich wear at an elegant ball. She sang I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. And what makes him interesting is that his natural singing voice sounds like a female singer, even though he's a male. And so his avatar allows him to not be judged for his voice that he has, and so her singing overall was smooth and elegant. She could hit the high riffs and hit each note spot on. However, the judges even agreed that Nevaeh King could become the one on the Diamond with 1 song to go. However, they actually thought that she was a girl, and that is exactly why the man behind this avatar was using an avatar. How cool is that? Last but not least to take the stage was actually someone similar to Nevaeh King. She wanted to be able to separate her music from her body image, and she sang the song Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. This song had such a great beat, and she had stars floating around herself during the song. Her singing was on point in every note, and the judges voted St. Luna onto the diamond 3-1, so she actually got to go straight to the next round in her last song. So with St. Luna safe, it was amazing that with this episode, it would seem impossible that there had to be someone to go home. But the bottom two ended up being Night Journey and the Dawn Majesty. And after a lot of discussion, the judges chose to kick the Dawn Majesty off. And I truly think it's because it came down to her overall attitude at the beginning, because it was off-putting. When you come off to someone that is putting people down or just comes off as arrogant, when it comes to splitting hairs, it's easy to knock her out of the competition. She still sung an amazing song when she left, singing This Is Me by The Greatest Showman. However, she's out of the competition. Let's go over to the tier chart in order to see where everybody lined up. Now, the first one that went was the Dawn Majesty, and she was eliminated as we just discussed. Kingston Sol has a really cool surfer, bring positivity to the world attitude, but his singing itself I don't think is as good as Seven and Aster, so I'm going to put him at a B rank. Next is Night Journey. She again was one of the weaker of the singers, and she was at risk at losing. So for her, I'm leaving her down here at level D. And then for Nevaeh King, she again was extremely elegant and had a great voice. However, I don't think she's going to be able to bring it home when it comes to the long run. And so for that, I'm going to put Nevaeh at C level. And then last but not least, St. Luna did a very cool job in regards to winning the round and being automatically advanced to the next level. However, she's still not an S tier like Dipper Scott or Safara. So for her, I'm going to start with her at level A. However, I'm really kind of torn because I feel like she's in between A and B, as Seven and Aster definitely bring a different level to the competition compared to St. Luna, at least in the first round. As they all get to learn their avatars more, I think this will become a lot clearer. So that wraps up everything for Season 1, Episode 3 for the Alter Ego show on Fox. And now, I want to hear from you. Who do you think is the best singer currently, especially out of this group in Episode 3? Should someone else have been eliminated? Who do you think is going to go the whole way? Put it down in the comments below and let's have a conversation, and I'm looking forward to talking with you. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss more videos of this Alter Ego series, along with other really cool VTuber and virtual reality videos. Also, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please do so, because if you found it interesting or fun, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'm looking to catching up with you in the next episodes, and as always, keep being awesome.